What's up, guys? It's your boy Goggles back with another video. Tip number 3 in tips and tricks on my team. Started with defensive sayings. That really wasn't really one to start the series. We're gonna say shooting was the start of the series, and then this is the second tip, the second video for the tips and tricks for my team, and really just playing out in general. But guys, coaching, it really matters this year. I'm so glad that they did that, because last year, if coaching worked, bro, oh my goodness, guys, I'll be insane. I would have been insane. Everybody would have had 99.3, which at the end of the year, at the end of the year, everybody pretty much had 99.3. But oh my gosh, at the in the mid season, oh my goodness, I would have been going crazy from the 3-point line. Y'all see me shoot threes. Y'all would see me shooting crazy amounts of threes. But this year, coaches really matter, and in my opinion, ANTONI is the best coach. At least for the way I play, ANTONI is the best coach. I like perimeter centric. That's one I did look at. I like perimeter centric, but it honestly, it wasn't that bad. They don't have any perimeter centric. They do have what's his name? Dwayne Casey. Dwayne Casey is an Amethyst, so his perimeter centric would be pretty nice. But I like that. I feel like this is better. Offensively, this is the one that you would need to pick, honestly. But guys, coaching matters this year, and I would say that 7 seconds is the best one for me, at least. And guys, you need to look at look at the fit of the player. That's another thing. That's a key in this, is the fit of the player, guys, and it makes a whole lot of difference. People say, people want Steve Kerr, and I wanted Steve Kerr, and then I looked at Don PG. We're gonna look at Don PG's video, and I'm gonna show y'all something that really caught my attention. But look at this fit, and look at how they don't get all the attribute boosts that you would get if you're great, you're excellent, you're great, excellent, good. And then sometimes even average, but that doesn't mean I don't use those players. But you want to make sure that, in my opinion, you want to get that open shot 3. There's no other attribute boost that you want first besides that open shot 3, in my opinion. Because I mean, honestly, why would you not want to be able to shoot threes better? Especially when you got people like LeBron. His threes are 73. It boosted up to a 77 right off the bat. And if he gets hot, it's probably an 80. I'm sure. I believe he has his attributes boost his shooting up, because I know it boosted it up when I was playing with him. And I had his sapphire. Using the sapphire, and it boosted up the shooting up, because I saw the grade change. I didn't see the actual number, but I saw the grade did change, and so I know that it got boosted. But look at the fit, guys, and look at what attributes get boosted, what attributes don't get boosted. Everybody's first attribute get boosted is mainly oh snap, Nicola doesn't get boosted. See, dang, Nicola, I'm sad. I am sad, bro. Nicola don't get a boosted 3. Oh, no wonder I be missing so many. Well, not missing so many, but I don't make as many as I make with Kristaps Porzingis. Well, no, I do make it with Nicola. I don't green them as much with Nicola. That's the thing. I make them, but I don't green them as much with Nicola. Everybody's 3 is boosted pretty much beside Nicola, only because his fit is good. And so they're gonna give him the attributes that really he need, the attributes that fit his player more. So I think if he had a great fit, I think that he would get a 3-point boost more than likely, or at least, if not 3-point boost, it would probably be mid-range or something like that. It would be probably that, or maybe passing IQ, either passing IQ, mid-range, or 3-point shot. He would get that boost in that category, and so that wouldn't be too bad. He's not, his thing is more of a boards player. He's more of a board. That's why he gets defensive rebounding. He's more of a guy that gets boards. And so when when his takeover thing is boards, and so they're gonna give him a boost, defensive rebounding and speed to get the ball, and then the inside game as well. But not that bad. But guys, pace and space, I think that, and the reason why I say that 7 seconds or perimeter centric is the best one, you want to get the Amethyst. You want to get the Amethyst. Do not get the Rubies, because those are, I believe, all those are grit and grind coaches. Pace and space isn't bad. The only thing that's bad is that there's not enough coaches. It's not a high enough boost, in my opinion. So you see, it boosted up 2 each one. Each one is boosted up 2. Whatever they get whatever they get a boost in is 2. So I mean, I would love this one if they had a pace and space coach that was Amethyst, or even Ruby. Even Ruby, if they're Ruby, I might rock with that pace and space coach. But they're not, and so it doesn't really do too much for you. I mean, it gives you +2, but honestly, that's not enough. +2 is not enough in each category. I'd rather get the maximum boost and, you know, those categories that you get maximum boost in. Okay, guys, we got Dumpy G's video pulled up on the screen, and so right now he has Paul George. He has Paul George. You're seeing Paul George right now in the system bonuses he get. See, his fit is good. And so he doesn't even get the 3-point. For one, Steve Kerr, his main is Steve Kerr's balance. He gives great attribute boost, but if you get balance, in my opinion, it's not the best because you don't get that 3-point boost if that player is a 3-point shooter. And so if he can shoot threes pretty well, if he's a 3-point shooter, if one of his his key attributes is 3-point shooting, he will not get that boost if he does not fit great, or I mean, probably excellent with the balance system. He'll get boost in other areas. Since Steve Kerr's his playstyle is balanced, he doesn't get all the boost that you think you're gonna get with him, and it just depends on how good the player fits. Because if we're gonna look at Klay Thompson right here, who's next who's above Paul George, and he gets a 3-point boost, but it's at the bottom. You see, I think that those are the first few boosts that the player gets. Those are the first few the first few system bonuses that the player gets that shows up is the system the bonuses that they'll get if that type of player, if Klay Thompson fit good, he wouldn't get the 3-point shot. If he fit great, I don't even think he would get the 3-point shot. Because if you look right here, when he goes to Russell Westbrook does not get a 3-point boost, and he's great. He's great. His fit is great in that system, and he doesn't get the 3-point boost, but he gets all the other boosts. And I mean, it's not bad, but that's not really what you want. You want a player that's going to get that 3-point boost. That's the first and foremost thing, I think, is getting that 3-point boost. So that's why Steve Kerr, honestly, is not, in my opinion, the best coach to get. He's not bad, but that's not one of the coaches that I would like to have. I would like to have a coach where I get that boost in the three-point area, because honestly, you can get defensive players that can shoot threes, and so what you do is you boost their 3 up with either a shoe, and then with the coach too, and it is perfect. It's honestly perfect. That's like, you can get up to 10. I mean, now if everybody's balanced, that's great. I mean, if everybody can play balanced, excellent, that's great. You know, but for right now, guys, I think you should stick with D'Antoni, and you get into Steve Kerr later. That way, you're able to get that 3-point boost, even perimeter centric, and with D'Antoni, or 7 seconds with D'Antoni, and then perimeter centric with Dwayne Casey. I think you should stick to those 2 right now, and then once everybody gets their balance, their system proficiency, you know, everything and all that type of stuff, if they're able to play in a system with balance that's pretty high, where you can get excellent, I think go for it, because you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna get those 3. They're gonna get that 3-point, and then you're gonna have other attributes that are really gonna, I think, will give you a good boost where you might need it more than, you know, in the 7 seconds area. Even perimeter, I wish perimeter had a diamond coach. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this was very helpful. Like I said, you know, until we get those excellent, unless you can get an excellent fit for the balanced, I think it's best to go ahead and go with either the perimeter centric Dwayne Casey, or 7 seconds with D'Antoni, in order so you can get that 3-point boost first with your player, depending on what type of player it is. If it's a guard, or small forward, or even some power forward that can shoot. The power forwards that can shoot, they will get that 3-point boost. So guys, I hope, like I said, I hope this was very helpful, and you know, I hope you think about this and it's really help you dissect what you need to do and what type of coaches that you want to use. Because like I said, this really matters now, and I like that. Honestly, I do like that, because you know, if it was like that last year, it would have been sad for some of these people out here. But yeah, it's your boy Goggles. That'll be it for tip number 3, or tip number. I'm gonna say tip number 2. That'll be it for tip number 2. And tips and tricks on my team. I don't know what else I can do after this. Well, I can do a little bit more. I can do a little bit more. But it's your boy Goggles. Y'all subscribe, like, comment, share. Thank you.